YouTube's happening. It is Tuesday, October 7th, and the NHL has finally returned. We have 3 games going on tonight. Regular season starts today. We have 3 games. All 3 are actually on TV on ESPN. ESPN's taking over and doing some hockey tonight. Check it out. If you've never bet hockey a day in your life and you're here for the first time, watch the games on ESPN. Because once you watch you watch for 10 minutes, you'll pretty much figure out what's happening pretty quickly. And then you can learn who the players are and everything. Because last year, I would say NHL was our most profitable around here. We had 2 or 3 streaks of 10 plus days in the green. That's how nice it was. And I bet almost every game. There's very few NHL games I pass on because there's just so much stuff. There's like shots on goal. There's goalie saves. The regular season, I sucked at goalie saves. Playoffs, dominated goalie saves. I don't know why. It just worked out that way. Points, assists, great stuff. So if you're new here, appreciate you being here. If you're here from last year, welcome back. So we have our 3 games. We're going to break them down the best we can. Spreadsheet's a little bare. Ain't no stats right now. So until we get them, you know what we got to do. We're going to bet on vibes today. That's what we're going to do. So we always have fun for the first few days until the stats start flowing in. So let's go ahead and stop wasting time. Let's jump to the first 3 games right now. Man, I always love when a new season starts because the excitement's there. It's just like, it's new. Yes, something different. Love that. Well, October's very busy if you didn't know. We got NBA coming up in 2 weeks. We got college basketball 2 weeks after that. Ooh, but you're here for hockey. That's why you're here. I know some of you watch all the games. Cool, and I appreciate you a lot. And some of you here just for NHL. So you know what we're about to do. So we look at the 3 games. First game is going to be Chicago and Florida. Yay. Currently, Florida, massive favorite, 257. You see that. Just like baseball, we look at the money line. We don't really look at the run line or in NHL, the puck line, as they call it. We don't look at that too much unless something like crazy like that. And even then, in NHL, you started getting these massive minus 300, minus 400 favorites. Dallas last year, a couple other teams had that. They outright lose often. If you can get plus 2.5 goals, you're probably good. Simple as that. So anytime we look at this, I wouldn't mind taking Chicago plus 1.5, especially, it's Florida. We can see we got 5.5 our total. Usually we're gonna have 5.5, 6.5. We don't really have 7.5. We won't have 4.5 probably ever. So 5.5, 6.5 is our numbers. Let's go ahead and pop over. Sheets will be what we look at. Obviously, these are what we're gonna use the same stats. It's just I changed it to last 5 instead of last 10, a little more narrowed down. So I think it lines up better with Outlier in their 5 games we look at. So until then, we have that. We don't have that. So props, Outlier, link in the pin comment. Go get you a week for free if you've been saving it. Now, literally this month is the best month to do it. So check it out. Good stuff. So let's pop the first game up, which is going to be Blackhawks and Panthers. So I gotta build it out. I figure why not do it on video so you can see what I do. There's not many options in NHL when it comes to Outlier. And Outlier puts way too much stuff out there. So here's what we got. Assists, blocks, face-offs won, fantasy score, underdog version, goals against, goals, hits, plus minus, points, power play points, saves, shots on goal, love you, click, and time on ice, excluding overtime. So I always take shots on goal. I always take saves because a lot of people love doing goalie saves. I don't do well at them for some reason. Regular season, I could not get it down. I don't know. I stopped doing it for a while because it was pissing me off. Playoff time came around, I couldn't miss. There was like streaks of it. It was beautiful. Power play points, I don't do it because you have to be a power play. Points, I do, absolutely do. And then assists, maybe you just want to do an assist, not a point. And a point, if you're unfamiliar, if you're new to NHL, a point is literally an assist or a goal. Simple as that. And I'll do goals too so you can see it. So we have our options. Face-offs one I don't do. Blocks if you want to do defense. There are some, I can think of 5 to 10 players that they crush this block line and they're getting several a game. So I'll put it on there too. So other than that, I don't want to do fantasy score for underdog. I don't want to do face-offs. Goals against, that's just giving up goals for the goalies. I'd rather take saves, personally. I just like saves better. Hits, if you want a physical team, there you go. Plus, minus, I don't like doing. And power play, there we go. Those are props. So we'll start with this to see what happens. I will tweak and adjust as the season goes on, especially the next week. I always do overs like usual because that's what I do. Odds, I'm gonna do my usual minus 150. I'm gonna hit that because that's the highest one there is. I don't want to see minus 200s. We're trying to make some good money here. I like to chase the juice if possible. It's been working out. I learned that. I started doing that more in baseball the last couple months, and I've been liking the results. So we're going to stick with it now. So it feels like those minus 200s lose just as often as the plus 100s. I don't know why. So yeah, we have the game pulled up, and we see last 5. If we sort this out, we can see what's happening. Everything comes down. We have a handful of props. We have our saves. Like we started with Mr. Sergey. Bobrovsky over 20.5 saves. We got Donato shots on goal, 2.5 shots on goal. Oh man, I'm excited. I love this. So we will open all of these up because this is the first video. It's the first day of the season. Got to do it. Got to see it through, my boy. So half points, so you can see the numbers there. Some of these, I don't take many assists. I put them up there so you can see it. I'm not going to go into it because I will never take an assist prop. I'd rather have a point. You pay more juice, but you have the option of a goal, so it's nice. Points, assists. So Anton points, assists. I might even take it off. Sam to get a goal. He scored in 4 out of 5 last. Now these games, these stats, these 4 out of 5 is all from last season. Obviously, playoffs, regular season, what have you. Depends on what team you are. We're still going to use them. So we don't have anything else. Obviously, you take the stars like Connor. You can go him for a point. Who else? Yeah, Carter. We can look at a point, see how he did. Sam, I don't really love Sam for a point, but we'll look at it anyways. Some dudes they're just good at getting assists, so I think that's enough people. So, and then, oh yeah, we got like Wyatt down here for blocks, Sam Bennett goals, lots of random things. Brad. All right, so Sergei Bobrovsky over. Now, this matters based on how many shots you think the opponent is going to take. And Chicago is one of the lower shooting teams. If they're the same team from last year, which they're usually not, a little bit of things change. But Chicago was one of the lower shots on goal team last year, if I remember correctly. So head-to-head versus Chicago, you see the last 4 times he's faced them. This is what's happened. It's been very close. That's why it's 20.5. 125. Ooh, it could happen. Could happen. We'll leave it there. You know, we don't have a matchup. Like, we have matchup tabs, but you can see it shows like the same stuff I put out there on my sheet, but it's a little bit easier to read on my sheet because we use the numbers. That's why I like mine. We have team records. You can see Chicago was terrible last year. Nothing crazy. We have our injuries down here. You can see who's out, things like that on Outlier. So I don't look too much at that. We use the spreadsheet. We use this. It works out well. It ain't broke. Don't fix it, right? Exactly. So shots on goal, you can see that. I love shots on goal from Sam. 4. Look at 2024. Look at the whole season. Man hit 2.7 on average. Average. One game he had 11. Dude likes a couple games of 7. We go last 20. You can see what he did head to head. He likes it. So Sam, ooh, 2.5 is high. I do prefer 1.5. 2.5 is crazy. You'll see 3.5, hell, even 4.5. And then you're like, what the hell? And then that 4.5 gets 1 shot on goal, and you're like, oh, it's rigged. It probably is. So Sam, 2.5 shots on goal, though. 3.17 in the last head to head. Last 10, he had 2-3. Last 5, you can see 3-8. I'm probably going to take Sam. Donato is at 2-2. If I'm taking anybody for shots, it ain't going to be Donato. It's going to be Connor. It's absolutely going to be Connor. Let's look. Anton, I never take over half. This is a point. I need at least, when we have a point, I'll explain this. If it's half a point, I want 1.5 points on average. I know. I want cushion. Just like every sport, every play I do, I want some cushion in the plays based on the average of what they've been doing. So this is not cushion. This isn't good. You see that? That's a 0.8 on a 0.5. I don't love that. I need at least double it. I double it, give it to the next. I need 1. I need an average of 1. I'm not getting it. Last 5, yes, but I like to back up the last 10, take a look too. So, no, not going to trust that. Connor for points. Half a point for Connor's 125. You better do it, or else what are you doing? Like, why? What? Yeah. Not a chance. Let me just take that. Bedard over 0.5 points is going on the sheets. Absolutely. I am taking this. You're supposed to be the star. Be the star. Do what you do. So head-to-head versus, yeah, sure, or whatever. He needs an assist or he needs a goal to get this. Now, do we want to take that or shots on goal with him? Let's look. Let's go last 10 games. 2.5 is plus 120 shots on goal. How many times did he hit this last year? Ooh, 238. That means he needs 3 shots on goal. He hit that 44% of the time last year. I think I'm going to take him for a point. I like the point better. Look at all his points. 0.82, yeah, we'll do that. We'll trust him for points. So we go last 10. You see what he did point-wise. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we have Carter for points against Chicago's goalie. Probably, but last 10, I don't want to do too crazy. I want to put 1 to 2 plays tops. We'll limit it at 2 for now until we get some stats. So I am putting Bedard for sure. We're not going to take you. And points for you, no. So if anything, Bobrovsky, Sam, I think I want to go Sam to get 3 shots. I think I'm going to go Sam. Yeah, so we're going to go R-E-I-N-H-R. Type R-E-I-N-H-R-T over 2.5 shots on goal. My third choice, if you want a third choice, will probably be Bobrovsky, but I'm just a little concerned with Chicago being one of the worst or lowest shots on goal team last year. I don't know how much they changed in the offseason, so I need some stats. So we'll leave that alone for now. So I'll tell you Bedard, we'll tell you Reinhardt. Let's move on to game number 2. Ooh, that felt good. That felt good. Get that first game out of the system. That was good stuff. Good. Moving on. Pittsburgh and New York. Now, obviously, I shouldn't have to say this, but say this. Go look at there's plenty of things where you can see where people moved around. A lot of movement happened, and you want to see where players move to and things like that, obviously. So then you want to see your lineups and everything and your goalie information. And yeah, there was a site I used to use called Lineup Expert where we can see the goalies. I need to look at that again. But once we get some stats, I'll start looking more into that. But for now, it's vibes, baby. We're just having fun. So a couple plays out there, nothing crazy. 1%, or a super small parlay. Don't go crazy. This is NHL. We don't know anything yet. We assume things right now. So until we get some stats, we gotta be safe. So currently, New York 205, 5.5 is our total. We go to the sheets. We look at it. No, I don't know why. So it's habit. I'm used to habit saying that. So I'm gonna say that every time too. I know I am. Change it to Penguins and Rangers. And currently we have, you see your numbers, everything based. Who do we want to take? Like, I'm not going to take all these. We're going to look like JT Miller for an assist, probably a point really, but we'll look at it. His point might be like 200 though. I don't know. Assist. Vincent for a goal, 4 out of 5. All right, dude. I see you. JT Miller goal, absolutely. Adam Fox points, always a good one. I know 60%, but these are all last year stats. We're just kind of picking and choosing through here. So see if anything looks good. Obviously, you got people like Sidney Crosby and, Macklin, things like that. Man, so many good ones. Letang for blocks, not bad. We could look at that. Let's look at the goalies. We'll grab some saves from Igor, and I will never take a Pittsburgh goalie prop. They were by far the worst last year at giving up goals. You want to score goals? You face Pittsburgh. Simple as that. Easy peasy. Overs hit, lemon squeezy to the point. What's the over under? 5.5. I want to take the over just because Pittsburgh's the goalie. But I do want to take a little peek ski over here at Mr. Where the hell are you at? Igor, how were you last season? I don't really recall. Saves, how many goals allowed though? Bruh. Who did you play for last year? You played there last year. Why? Why'd they let you play? That's a lot. 2.74. Oh my God. We gotta go find the other goalie. Let's go find whatchamacallit. How's his name? Can't remember his name. I got this. We're gonna duplicate this tab. Follow me. We're doing this. We're gonna get rid of all the props, change it to just saves. So it's Jari. He's the only Fliff has it. Why? What do they know? Nobody has a line for a goalie saves except him. All right, what about how about goals allowed? Goals against? It's Jari 3.5. That combines for 6. I think we're taking the over. We absolutely are going to go over 5.5 in this one. Over 5.5. I got to do it for this one. Pittsburgh's off defense was so bad last year. We got to take advantage of that any way we can. So hopefully there can be some points. Let's go back up here. JT Miller for an assist. Could be a play at -110. His point prop. Yep. I said it was 200 probably. Yep. There it is. So if you want a parlay piece, there you go. I'm not straight betting this. You know I straight bet things. So him to get an assist though, 2024, he was pretty good at it. Only 51% of the time, though. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. So last 10 games, 8 out of 10, he had an assist. Good stuff. Fox points I'd rather take Fox for a point at 4.45. You're going to learn that some of these NHL props are a little juicy, so that's why I bumped it to 150 instead of, I might even bump down to 125 just so we don't see the option to take them. Like, you can change it if you want to for like a parlay. You can put a bunch of -200s in a parlay. That's probably not bad, but do that. You know that. Crosby assists. Rust. Oh, Russ is on IR. Did not know that. He got hurt in practice? Damn, Rust. All right. Yeah, so I'm not going to take you. We're going to take you off. I'm taking the over for sure, and I think I want to take Fox to get a point. I know it's a little juicy, but I'm going to take it. We're going to go Fox. So Fox over 0.5 points. We're going to take that and move on. Next. Man, 2 games down, 1 to go. Good game. Colorado and the Kings. Stuff. That's why I have to pick them. That tells you right there. I didn't even know it was a pick 'em when I said that. I was looking at the names. 49, 29, and 4 versus 48, 25, and 9. Beast matchup. It is a 5.5 total. Not a clue which way that can go. Oh, oops. I keep doing that. Not a clue what's going to happen. This game could end 1-0. It could end 6-7. That's just how these two teams. Now, usually with Colorado involved, it's higher scoring, and the Kings are all over the net place. They are just, who knows what's going to happen. So let's get rid of. What's this? That. rid of this, change this over to Avalanche Kings, and what do we got? Who do we want to see? Now, you want shots on goal, you take Mr. McKinnon. He's going to have a 4.5 line, probably 3.5 line, but you probably feel comfortable with him hitting that line because this man right here, 6, 7, 9, he's a ball hog in basketball terms. Because he going to shoot. he going to get his shot. He does not care. Look at that. Look at that. 3.5 at plus 100. I'm absolutely taking that. Give me Mac. Absolutely, I will take this over 3.5 shots of goal. There's games where you'll have 3, and you're like, yay, and all of a sudden he doesn't do anything for a whole quarter, a whole period. And I'm like, what? So that's what happens. So, but yeah, I'm going to take this man for absolutely every time. I get a 3.5. You'll see 4.5s several times throughout the season. Hell, I even think I saw a 5.5 at one point because him and a couple others shoot a ton of shots. And hey, for a shots on goal prop, you love to see it. So absolutely going on the list. Who else we want to take? See, Kopitar for points is always a good one. Let's see, Denault, Brock Nelson, Field, McKinney, third is 3.5. I just whipped down a little bit further when I found it. I love the odds. I love those odds. So, Kale, shots on goals always pretty good too. Byfield's not bad. Byfield, he's always 1.5, but he's always right around. He's a little pricey, but he hits a good bit. So, Trevor Moore, where is it? I'm looking for, yeah, Devin's pretty good. There's a couple. I mean, Colorado has so many damn shot takers. It's crazy. Martin, I keep forgetting Martin's there. Let's see, McCann. Anybody else we want? But a goalie. I need goalie stuff. We want to see. I mean, if I'm gonna take somebody for points, LA is gonna be Kempe. Let's see. And yes, I will butcher every name in NHL because you have a lot of names I can't pronounce, and you're gonna be like, "That's not how you say it." Do you even watch the games? No, I don't watch most games. I watch some games, but I also watch baseball and basketball and football, and yeah, I can't watch every game. So, yeah. Now, you people that watch nothing but NHL, you know it. Hey, just tell me how to say it in the comments. It's like, hey, you say it like this, and I'll be like, cool, I'll try to say it that way. But until then, I'm gonna butcher them because I'm the butcher at names. So it happens. Let's go over here. Let's look. Kempe. Adrian. I can say Adrian. So, gotcha. Let's see. Last 20 on goals. That's just goals alone, but I'm looking at points. Points is at, it's 180. But look, he gets so many points. Assists, though, plus 131 for an assist from Adrian. That looks good. I like that. I like that a lot. Kale, goals. I mean, points. Kale, shots. Kale takes shots, but he ain't making them. That's what it looks like. Last 20 games, so we can kind of get some idea. If I'm taking McKinnon, I think McKinnon's going to pop off. I don't want to take anybody else until we see some more. So we're going to leave him off. I want to take somebody from the other team if possible. So you for points, I think I still want to take Adrian for an assist. You for a point at minus 130. Last 20, how are you on points? You're spotty. I don't like that at best. So I got you. I think I'm adding this. I think I'm going for this. Over 0.5 assists. Just an assist prop. I told you I don't take many, if any. So there's very few situations I will take an assist prop. There's like 3 dudes I can think of that I want the assist because that's just the odds are always good. So 6 plays, 3 games. I think we're good. Does that work for you? It works for me. So let's go back to the schedule. Let's go look. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We have 4 games. I'll be back. We'll make a new video. Thursday, we have a huge slate. And then Saturday, we have everyone playing. I think everyone's playing. How many games? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 on Thursday. And then Saturday, everyone's playing. And then 1 game on Sunday. So, hey, whatever. Do what you do. And then we're back to this. It spreads out to about anywhere from like 6 to 11 games a day. So that's nice. So either way, enough yapping. I'm done. I'll be back tomorrow on Wednesday. Appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in your comments. If you have questions, put them down there because if I can answer it, there are some dedicated NHL people that will comment and answer your questions all day. So appreciate being here, especially if you're new to NHL. Try it out. It's fun. Trust me. Trust me. Last year was the first year doing it, and it was amazing. So check out HQ. Check out Outlier. See you tomorrow.